I'll take less than a minute of your time and give some context for Hans' work before I turn it over to him. So as most of you probably know, energy efficiency, which is the amount of computational work done per unit of energy consumed, is only going to be more important as time goes on. Now, energy efficiency can be approached at many levels. At the lowest level, chip manufacturers put in various mechanisms at the processor level to enable energy savings when the processor is idling. And on the other end of the scale, there are various strategies at the data center level. Now, while research in all this is always going on, it would be desirable to exploit existing mechanisms and well-written software to get energy savings. And Hans' work focuses on such as software-driven mechanism or network-heavy workloads, where, as he'll show soon, you can use two mechanisms, batching or grouping of incoming work or incoming requests, and a processor-level energy-saving mechanism to get substantial energy savings in realistic workloads on Linux without sacrificing performance or while satisfying SLAs, service-level agreements. And our hope and our goal is to now extend this work to distributed environments like OpenShift, where there's a lot more stochasticity in the environment. So with that, I'll hand it over to Han, who, by the way, recently defended his PhD thesis and is actively interviewing and on the job market. So if you want someone who's technically excellent and very creative, you should really talk to him.
All right. So this project is actually part of a much larger project about trying to understand how end performance in operating systems and how setting configurations in the kernel and hardware can impact. So kind of this work is just a small part of the project. So kind of like our operating systems these days, there are these many kind of dynamic policies that is much more separated or the kernel development. And sometimes they don't really talk to each other in terms of trying to work towards some common purposes and efficiency. And kind of our work is more trying to exploit two of these mechanisms that are currently being set by software dynamic policy and try to set them in a more intelligent way towards a very specific application. In this case, I'm just kind of focused on energy value stores like cache and kind of trying to improve the energy efficiency. And kind of we want to do this in a way that we kind of remove kind of our existing mechanisms that kind of fits in a way that's more broad class. We want to focus in a way and use mechanisms such as machine learning tools to do that, to make those decisions for us. So at a high level, the two mechanisms we're going to be using is this mechanism called coalescing. It's a very common mechanism on network devices, where it basically sets a time limit where the interrupt decides to sense of the software network that they did process. And then the other one is also a common one, which is dynamic voltage frequency scaling. It's a common mechanism on processors to turn down their clock speeds to save energy, but your application is going to run longer, right? The clock is spinning slower. So at a high level, this is kind of a mental picture for how you want to think about this, right? So you're running some sort of network workload, and packets are coming in on the network buffer, and at some point, that's when the interrupt coalescing mechanism comes in, right? You set it to some sort of particular value, and after that particular value has been hit, when the hardware figures that out, it's going to fire an interrupt. And when the hardware fires an interrupt, you as a software may have to handle that interrupt. So you're going to start reading off the bytes that are currently on the buffer, and then pass that up to the network stack, and then eventually to the network application itself, which for the network application will then process, right? So this is what we call batching in these cases. And then the second component is something that we call DBFS. So this DBFS mechanism will come into play really in the software side, which is when the network stack is processing the application, entering the software, how fast do you want to process it, right? As you lower this DBFS clock, you're processing the application instructions slower, but at the same time you're saving energy. Because part of that process is that you start shutting off parts of the ALU's example, the processor itself. And kind of the key insight that we found from this work is actually there's this interplay between these two mechanisms, right? Because the interrupt delay sets up these fixed batches of work and you can then pass on to the processor to process. And that's when the DBFS mechanism comes in, because then it can better figure out what is the right speed to set the processor to get processed in the batch of work. So you can set this in a very fixed and lockstep way that has very interesting system behavior. And kind of the way we approach this is we built this entire data gathering infrastructure in Linux, right? And we instrumented this to collect a bunch of fine-grained logs, such as where every time an interrupt gets fired, we collect a bunch of statistics, and we collect this across multiple cores, across multiple applications, and across multiple OSes other than Linux. And we have this whole data set that we built to better understand this mechanism initially. And then after that's been done, we collect a bunch of data. So basically, we explored up to 340 combinations of these two values, if you're coalescing the DBFS, as well as a bunch of data that we collected. And kind of the figure on the right that you see, every single dot is a single experiment that we ran. I wouldn't focus too much on kind of figuring out what exactly is going on, but I want you to pay attention to kind of the general structure that we see, right? You see a very distinct structure across multiple applications, and to us that spoke to us in terms of, oh, maybe we could then that's some sort of intelligent agent to set these values such that you can figure out where to trade off the performance and energy within these curves. And getting to that, so a kind of motivating use case that we saw that we could then apply these two mechanisms are kind of like in-memory key value stores. So the figures here are actually figures released by a bunch of these companies like Facebook, Twitter, and Netflix, where they show the utilization of the in-memory key value stores. So one thing you might notice when you examine these graphs is that these exhibit a very similar structure, as it changes very slowly over multiple hours across multiple days. And also the request rates change very slowly. So this looked to us as an opportunity where we could do some sort of coarse grain optimization on some mean request rate over multiple days. And could we get a system to actually automatically figure out a way to use lower energy? So the problem set that we built was, given a single machine, could we then figure out that how can we build a controller, which is the machine learning side of things, to then, from the outside, set these two variables in a way that will meet the SLA. So in this case, for WebCache, they usually define service levels that we need. That says something like, let's say I want 99% tail latency under some set microseconds or milliseconds. And kind of that's what this machine learning agent is doing, is that the exterior of this node is basically querying the node itself to figure out are you currently hitting your SLA, and can I lower your energy further? And as we move on from the experimental side to a more practical side, there's actually 2 million different possible configurations of this DBFS value. We only did 350 for the experimental side because we just wanted to finish running the experiments at the first time. But if you actually set the entire space, it's about 2 million different values. And that kind of leads into our experiment here. So the figure on the view, the top one, so that's kind of the mix that we use with dynamic policies. And then on the right is the changing GPS rates over a full 24 hours. And then the green line that we call BayOp is when we apply this machine learning technique called Bayesian optimization tuning, where it automatically sets this machine to use less energy, but at a particular SLA objective. So there's a lot of interesting things going on in this class in terms of you see spicy energy use and stuff like the cells. And after this, there's a poster session, so I have more results there. If you're interested to talk about it more. We also have, and then we found that this agent can actually do this kind of SLA. You can actually target towards multiple SLA objectives. So there's a lot of flexibility there in terms of start figuring out what is your performance and energy trade-off. Okay. Yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you.